Julia King has a question. She wants to know how many poems you write that are never published or seen publicly. And when you're working on writing a poem, are you thinking ahead to it being published and reaching the audience, or are those sort of separate?
Well, I'm thinking ahead in that I want to make it a good poem. I mean, that's the whole point. When I revise or when I'm just writing the first draft and other drafts, I'm trying to make it sound good. I'm trying to make it look good. I'm trying to make the progression of thoughts interesting and not just a thought that plummets to the bottom of the page, but takes interesting turns here and there. The result of that, if it's good, it will get published probably and even sell, but I'm not thinking so far ahead. I just want to make a good thing. And I tell a lot of students that. I say, you can begin by expressing yourself, but if you mature as a poet, you no longer think, I'm expressing myself. What you're doing is making something for a reader. You're making it. You're making it out of lines and stanzas, basically. Those that are kind of, you have the sentence, the line, and the stanza. And those are really the three units of expression. And you're trying to make all of those good. Good lines, good stanzas, good sentences. And that tends to be a reader-pleasing combination. And the first part of the question was something else.
How many poems do you have that never get published or seen publicly?
Usually I know enough not to finish those, the ones they announce themselves as failures early on, 4 or 5 or 6 lines or something in. They're just not cooperating with me. They're not showing any signs of wanting to go anywhere. Or it was just a bad idea to start with, like you just invited the wrong person to the party. But it's too late. But in the case of writing a poem, the wastebasket is full of, the wastebasket, the writer's best friend, is full of mostly like false starts. When I was a younger poet, I would do what Frost said you can't do. That is to fret a poem into being, in his words. To worry a poem into being. Just, damn it, I'm going to make this better and the hours I put in will pay off. And I gave up on that a long time ago. So if the poem isn't working, if it doesn't feel right, I just let it go. And get on with the next thing, which could be writing another poem or making more toast. Often if I'm writing for a while and I'm writing a failure, maybe another failure, and writing some notes toward a third failure or whatever, that a poem will come, often a little poem, 6 or 8 line poem. And it has nothing to do with what I've written, but it would not have occurred had I not been failing. Just getting involved with the language and having a number of failures often gives rise to, quite suddenly, to an unexpected little poem.